Cecilia Cubas kidnapped.
In Paraguay's quiet capital, a powerful family lived behind guarded gates, until one night in 2004 their daughter vanished without a trace. She was the daughter of a former president, young, intelligent, and loved by many. But what followed would expose a chilling web of politics, power, and betrayal. This is the story of Cecilia Cubas, the president's daughter who was kidnapped, ransomed, and buried alive. A case that shocked South America and remains one of its most haunting unsolved crimes. It was the evening of September 21, 2004. Cecilia Cubas, 31, had just returned home to her family's residence in San Lorenzo, Paraguay. As her car pulled into the driveway, masked men appeared from the darkness. In seconds, she was forced into another vehicle and disappeared. Her family immediately alerted authorities. But this wasn't an ordinary kidnapping. Within days, an email arrived, demanding $500,000 for her release. The messages were professional, encrypted, and carefully timed. Someone knew exactly what they were doing. As negotiations stretched into weeks, suspicion grew that this was no ordinary ransom gang. It had the markings of something bigger. The Cubas family, under intense media scrutiny, began negotiations. But the kidnappers demanded not only money, they wanted political leverage. Their communications referenced left-wing movements, even echoing the tactics of Colombia's FARC guerrillas. For months, investigators followed leads across Paraguay and beyond. But every trail went cold. Then, in February 2005, a chilling discovery. Authorities found a shallow grave outside Asunción. Inside, the body of Cecilia Cubas. She had been buried alive in a small underground chamber, restrained and suffocated. The ransom was a ruse. The plan had been political from the start. Investigations linked the kidnapping to a radical Paraguayan group, the Patriotic Army of Paraguay, allegedly inspired and trained by Colombia's FARC. Several suspects were arrested, including local activists and political figures. But the masterminds? Never caught. The case exposed corruption, international ties, and perhaps government infiltration. Evidence pointed toward organized political terrorism, but witnesses disappeared, and files went missing. Even today, questions remain. Who ordered Cecilia's abduction? Why was a ransom demanded if she was never meant to live? And what secrets did her family's power hide? Every theory circles back to the same truth. This was not a crime of greed, it was a crime of message. Cecilia Cubas's death remains one of the darkest chapters in Paraguayan history, a reminder that in the world of politics, the cost of truth can be a human life. She was more than a headline. She was a daughter, a dreamer, and a symbol of a nation's lost innocence. If you found this story compelling, hit subscribe for more global unsolved mysteries, stories that cross borders, time, and truth itself.